Hi, I'm Bill the Geek, broadcasting not live from Mazatlan, Mexico. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and on this channel we make videos about the joys of living in Mexico. We go live every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. We have people from all over the world that show up, and we talk about the joys of moving to or getting a vacation in Mexico. Join us. Click the subscribe button and you'll get a notification and you can join in the fun. This is going to be a short video, but it's about all those little critters that everyone gets annoyed by. In this video, we're going to tell you how to get rid of 3 out of 4 types of these annoying little bugs. In Mexico, you're living in the jungle, so the insects intensify. We're going to talk about 4 types of insects, crustaceans. We're going to talk about mosquitoes, ants, roaches, water bugs, and scorpions, and how to get rid of them. Stay tuned to the end of the video, because at the very end of the video, I'm going to give you a tip about one thing you never want to do in Mexico. Well, folks, let's start with mosquitoes. There's not much you can do about mosquitoes on the outside. I've tried citronella plants, I've tried all kinds of ointments on my body, they still get me, but on the outside, mosquitoes are horrendous. But you can do things on the inside of your house to keep all mosquitoes out. And what that is screens. If you're renting, when you look at the place, if you decide to rent the place, tell the landlord, fix all the screens. If you buy a new place, make sure that all of the screens shut and the windows shut appropriately, and that there are no cracks under the doors going in and out of the house. If you do that, you won't have any problems inside the house with mosquitoes. Now let's talk about the most annoying creature I've run into in Mexico, and I'm going to call it a water bug. In Mexico they call them cucarachas, and they're literally like 2 inches long. Sometimes you'll see them 3 inches long, and they're about this wide, and they just come out of nowhere and they're crawling up your walls. They might get in your bed. They're on your countertops. They'll be everywhere. So, and they're very annoying, and they're very fast, and they're hard to kill. If you want to kill one, you got to get an exact hit with your shoe, okay? And they're really ugly. They're like giant cockroaches. So here's the deal. It doesn't seem like they bother your food or anything. I've never seen that happen, but they're just annoying and ugly. So here's what you do. Those guys climb through the water systems. You should call them water bugs, I guess. So they crawl through pipes and and then they come in through your shower drains and your kitchen drains. So what you want to do is go to Walmart and get a few of these handy dandy things right here. And you put these over your shower drain, and it keeps the little wonderful creatures from coming in through the pipes and getting into your house. I have 2 showers here. These are always there. What you do is you take your shower, you take this thing off, because if you don't take it off, your shower will fill up with water. That's how good they are. And then once you take your shower, you put that back on. In your kitchen, you know, you have those little silver things that you can twist them and seal it so that you can fill the sink with water, and then you release it so that the water can roll out. We'll always keep that closed. If you're not running water, if you're not washing dishes, always keep that closed so that they have nowhere to come in or go out. Another place they'll come in is through your front door, underneath the door. Yeah, they have those little things, they're little protectors that go all the way through the bottom of your door. You can buy them at the hardware store. And they have a little rubber flap at the bottom that goes right down to the floor. You want to insert those, and if you do those 3 things, you will never see a water bug, and you don't want to see them. Okay, we're going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. We're going to talk about ants and roaches. And again, Mexico, you're in the jungle. You're in the jungle, and ants and roaches and water bugs down here are totally different than in the United States. You're in the jungle. These little insects have lived for millions and millions of years. So, first of all, never leave food on your counters, tops. Never leave crumbs anywhere in the house. When I wipe my hands or I'm eating and I'm finished with my napkins, I keep all my napkins, the dirty napkins, in the freezer. Everything in my kitchen is totally clean. Any dishes that I might not want to wash because I'm a slob, I stick those in the refrigerator. And so anyway, but ants, they will find any form of food. Okay, so let's get to the good stuff. To get rid of ants and roaches, and this is not water bugs, these are the little roaches that like they have in New York City. To get rid of those, when I was in Columbus, Ohio, I used to be a salesperson for a chemical company. It was called Space Tech Safe Chemicals. And they made a product called Roach Raider, the Rolls Royce of powdered roach killers. Now, there was a product then out at that time, this is like 30 years ago, it was called Roach Proof. Who hasn't heard of Roach Proof? And Roach Proof is orthoboric acid. And the way that works is the ants and the roaches walk through the powder, and they're a community. So they go back home where it is they live, and they lick their hands, and they lick each other's hands and all that kind of stuff. And then the orthoboric acid dehydrates them and it kills them all. Now, Roach Proof didn't have something that Roach Raider did have. And what they did with Roach Raider is they put sugar in the orthoboric acid. So not only did you have the orthoboric acid, but you also had an attractant. So what you do is you mix sugar with orthoboric acid. I'd say make it like a 50-50 mix, 50% orthoboric acid, 50% sugar, shake it up in a big bag, and then put it in all of your electrical outlets. And like I'm in my living room right now, and there are there's little places to turn the lights on and off. And then there's 2 more plugs back there to put my internet stuff in the wall. So pop all of those plastic enclosings, and no matter what it is, and behind that there's just an empty hole with some wires in it. Okay, now here's the trick. What you want to do is find a powder blower. And they're not expensive. It's just a small, usually plastic container, and you put your powder in the container, put the lid back on it, and when you squeeze it, it sprays out the powder. You want something like that. It'll go poof, poof, and the powder goes out. So what you do is you poof, poof, poof this Roach Raider into all of your outlets, all of them throughout the house, everywhere. poof, poof, poof. And then you put the enclosures back on. Guaranteed, within 2 weeks, you will never see an ant or a roach, even if your neighbors have them. And you should only have to do that 1 time per year. Now, the thing is, this is going into your wall. So it should be totally safe for pets and infants. But you want to really clean up when you're done, because this stuff will kill you. It will kill a kid. It will kill a dog. So you want to make sure that after you put your roach raider into your outlets, that you go around the house and mop everything up to make sure that everything is good to go. Leave a comment. Tell us what you think. And if you like the video, please click that like button and think about clicking the subscribe button. Let's talk about my favorite little creature, and that's scorpions. Oh my God, wow. I'd never seen a live scorpion before until I moved to Chapala. And it was the weirdest thing, because scorpions are very talented. They can climb on anything. They can climb up a wall. They can climb up your sheets. They can climb everywhere. And they can be teeny tiny scorpions, or they can be about this big. That's the biggest one I've ever killed. Scorpions, in the middle of the night, sometimes I'd go out to get a drink of water in the kitchen. There'd be a big giant scorpion out there. They're not very bright. They're not very fast. So they're pretty easy to crunch them with a shoe or with your foot. But, I've killed about 40 scorpions while I was in Chapala. And they say that there are like 1,700 species of scorpions, and only a small percentage of them are deadly. All of them are poisonous, but only a few of them are deadly. But if one of those suckers bites you, you want to go to the Red Cross or immediately to the hospital so you can get injected. So, because even if you don't die, you're going to get really ill for about 2 weeks to a month. So, here's what you want to do about the scorpions. In the Chapala area, when I was in Guadalajara, they have exterminators, sure. And the exterminators will come to your house. The prices that I've seen, we had an exterminator in Guadalajara. He would come out and spray the house for ants and roaches because they didn't have scorpions. And he would charge like 300 pesos, that's $15 a month. Okay, fine. In Chapala, Ajijic, it's a bit more expensive. I saw an exterminator. He would come once a month for 600 pesos. That's $600 pesos. That's $30 a month. Okay, fine. Okay, and if you do that once a month, he will spray and the scorpions will stay away after he is sprayed. Now, I'm going to put up a picture of a product that I bought at Walmart, and it's the same thing that the exterminator is going to use. And you just go to Walmart, you buy this stuff here, and then you're going to have to get a spray bottle, and you just go around your apartment or your house and spray in every little nook and cranny on the ground, in the house, especially under your doors, under your sliding doors. But this stuff not only works inside, it works outside on your garden also. So you go out into your garden because that's where the scorpions live. That's where they're coming from. That's where they're going to travel from. So you can spray this around your flowers. Your flowers won't die. All around your sidewalks that are close to the house, but all the way around the house, around the foundation of the house, you want to spray that stuff there. And if you do that once a month, you will not see any scorpions. Okay, I asked you to watch the very end of the video to get a tip on something that you should never do in Mexico. And that's what I'm going to tell you right now. Has it ever been late at night and you have a pizza and maybe you're watching a movie and you decide to turn all the lights out in the house and you're just sitting there eating your pizza and you're so happy. The movie's good, the pizza's good. But the thing is, in Mexico, never eat in the dark. If you can't see your plate and your table, don't eat. Always have some light, because all of the insects we've talked about will get into your plate. The big water bugs, the cockroaches, the ants, yes, even the scorpions can show up in your plate. So you always want to be able to see your plate and to see the table that you are eating on, just so you don't get a big crunchy surprise. Thank you so much for joining us. We have many more videos to come. Kill all your bugs the way we told you to. But we have many more videos to come, so click the subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. And we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.